Can you please state your name for the record?
Veronica Westfield. My birth name is Tegan Averill, but I haven't gone by that in some time.
And what is your relation to the defendant?
I was married to Alessandra Casey Di Lorenzo for several years, and we had been dating since high school.
What was your relationship with Miss Di Lorenzo like?
Our relationship? Volatile. When we started dating, it was sweet. She'd bring me flowers, leave notes in my locker. It was our senior year when things changed. I learned more about our family. It didn't scare me, but I was concerned. I'd had an idea before then. I got shot with her once when we were 16, but it was played off as a crazed stalker of the family. It was that senior year when things changed, and I was fully brought in. I had tried breaking up with Casey a few days before winter break, and over Christmas, I was taken to the butchery for the first time. I tried to break up with her. It didn't go well. I already said that. I'm sorry. And her father was impressed that I survived. I was terrified. I was told in no uncertain terms that what Casey wanted, Casey got. And she still wanted me. We can jump ahead of it to just after graduation. I got into a bad car wreck, which was my fault. I killed 2 people in that wreck. Casey's father paid off a judge. I never asked for that. It was just done. And because of that debt, I was beholden to the whims of the family. They ensured that my case would never go to trial, and in return, I owed them a favor. And that favor turned into blackmail that kept me there.
And what made you decide to leave?
What made me... I'm sorry, can you give me a second? It was too much. I found myself losing time. My therapist would later say that it was dissociative episodes caused by complex PTSD. And that when I had to do the things that Casey's family wanted me to do, I would just dissociate. I would feel like I was there, but I wouldn't really remember any of it. My last straw was the murder of Victoria Sutherland Walsh. She was my best friend, and they made me kill her. And it was her wife that gave me the courage to leave after that, who told me that it was still possible to get out, to live a normal life, to have the kind of life that I deserved. One without Casey and the family.
That's where it all went wrong. Her testimony runs through my head every day, banging like a drum. 7 years in prison because she decided to snitch. 7 years to plan how I could make her last moments a living hell. Getting transferred to prison in Los Santos was the easy part. Some strings I still had let me find where witness protection put her. While there, I made myself known, made some friends. Kenneth Jesperson, an old tormentor of hers, proved useful, but not useful enough. It took an economy collapsing, a transfer to another prison, and a whole lot of skill to get my way. But now that I'm free, time for your worst nightmare, Veronica Westfield.
So you escaped.
Yes. And transferred me to another prison. And while I was at that prison, I began to form a relationship with someone. A guard. I fell madly in love. I think you can guess the rest from there. You know, it's so easy to push people to do what you want to do.
It is.
Especially when you have a pretty face. Now tell me about Veronica reaching out to you.
When she told me that you were actually here, the reason why she reached out to me is because I myself reached out to her a number of months earlier. I think she was setting us up to fight each other, possibly, or whatever the case may be. But the question is do you want to fight? Or do you want a friend?
I don't want to fight. I have had years to plan my revenge, Kenneth. I think I can trust you to know what I've been doing. I have been going by the name Molly. And recently, I began a relationship with a person named Dust.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dust.
Oh, that's a beautiful name.
Thank you. I chose it myself.
Oh, that's good. I chose my name myself.
Hell yeah. Screw the names you were born with. You know,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
gotta choose them.
By the way, I love your hair.
Thank you. I like your hair as well. It's
Yeah.
a nice pale bluish almost.
Yeah. I assume blue is your favorite color as well.
Yes.
Yep.
If you couldn't tell by the hair and the boots.
And the lipstick.
I would wear a blue, the lipstick as well. I would wear a blue uniform if we had one.
Oh.
I should probably go back to the person I'm with.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was really nice chatting with you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my number. I'd like to chat with you a bit more. They are an EMS. They know Veronica Westfield. They are friends with Veronica Westfield. From Dust, I need that personal connection to Veronica. I need someone who can break her. If I do to Dust what I did to Veronica in the past, creating a relationship, having Veronica become infatuated with me, then using her to do my bidding. If I create a reflection of that in Dust, in one of her friends, and then I get Dust to to hurt her. Don't you think that would be wonderful?
So is it just you on duty today?
There's one other person. But
Oh?
I have no idea who they are.
Oh, would you like some company?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. I'm surprised how quickly I feel comfortable with you. You've just got kind of that aura around you.
Well, I can tell you that is a rare occurrence.
Really?
Let's just say I have been told I am hard to approach.
I don't think so. It's a nice area.
Mm-hmm.
I love
This
the beach.
is Raiders area, I think.
Raiders?
Yep, they are a motorcycle club.
Oh. Do they do crime?
I mean, I'm strongly assuming so, since
Yeah.
they're a motorcycle club.
I feel like all motorcycle clubs do crime. I've never actually heard of the Raiders. Are they nice people? For gangsters.
I mean, I haven't had any problems with any of them.
Thank you for helping me get out of my apartment.
Yeah, of course. I know what it feels like to not really have the courage to get out.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
You know, I've always kind of kept myself cooped up for a long while. You know, when there's not much connection you have to the outside, it's hard to really bring yourself out, to let yourself be open, but texting with you has made me really happy.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I work as an EMS, partly because I like medical, but also because it forces me to interact with people.
Yeah.
Granted, it's a lot of idiots, but, you know, you build patience.
Hey, Doc.
I think she's hungry. Her
I'll get
stomach
out of
was
the way.
rumbling.
Veronica, you conscious?
Yeah, I'm conscious.
Yeah. Did you forget to eat?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. I got some food on me,
who's this
so
with
if you
you?
want that. This is Molly.
Hello.
And just put your arm on my shoulder here. We're gonna get you to your feet, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
So this is this ride along?
Yeah.
Very quiet.
I mean, sometimes people are. Okay, we're just waiting for the next 911 to respond back about that location.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, allowed not to speak if you don't want to speak.
I just don't like pink hair.
Yeah, I get it.
Someone who hurt me real bad had pink hair. That person didn't look too good.
Yeah. I mean, they might have had a rough day.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I don't tend to point stuff like that out because you never know what kind of day they've had before you arrived.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you forget to eat, because that's something most people pay attention to.
Mm-hmm. It must have mean something was pretty wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad.
Yeah, but I mean, she was with friends,
It's good.
and I'll probably shoot her a text in a bit
Do you
just
know
to
her
see
well?
if she's still okay.
You know her well?
She's ex-EMS.
Oh,
Yeah, I've worked with her.
that's good.
I actually used to ride with her a lot when she still worked with EMS, but that's a couple of months now.
Oh,
I mean, she was one of the few people that was actually around at the same time, so.
well, it's good to hear she's got people on her side.
Yeah.
So you see, killing her would be too easy. I'd rather break her.
I know a place you could probably take her if you do actually go through with something like that.
Oh?
Let's just say I did a lot of experimenting at this location myself back in the day.
Hmm.
I might even have access to some of my old equipment.
Hmm. I may need that, but not for what you're suspecting. I would like to see this place at some point.
Hell, I could show it to you now if you wanted me to.
Hmm.
This is where the magic happened, and where I created a lot of my own family.
Hmm.
Basically, you're supposed to,
Make them doubt their own reality?
yes, make them doubt the reality that they're currently living in. You need to be nice to them. You need to be mean to them. You need to be all of the above. And if at any point you want to include some other friends of mine, do let me know.
Okay. How about we stage like we fought? I betray you in some way, and you go running to her to tell her all my secrets.
Go for the abdomen.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I will owe you one. Remember the plan.
Yep. Not that I'm aware of.
DJ.
Excuse me. You look a little lost, ma'am. Doing okay. You looked a little lost. It's you, isn't it? No. You need a ride somewhere, ma'am? 'Cause you're looking a little lost. Did you just stab somebody?
Everything went
Because-
according to plan.
It did. I still have a conversation I need to have, another conversation with Veronica. I told her kind of the beginnings of part of what you wanted. I haven't told her everything yet. She did mention to me that there was talk. I actually thought they had gotten you.
They wish.
Hmm.
I did
And-
see her, but nothing
you now?
happened. I meant for her to see me.
You know that's risky, right?
I know.
Because, most people in this city, when they see somebody that is an object of their rage, they would shoot first, ask questions later.
She's terrified of me.
I see.
She may put on a mask like she isn't, but I know deep down, when she thinks of me, she panics.
Does anywhere deep down inside of you still love Veronica?
Yes.
Is that true, or is that what you tell yourself?
That's true. Depending on how you define love.
I see.
But yes,
May I ask if what you're doing is out of love?
no.
Okay. Good old-fashioned revenge, then, yes?
Yes. Ruining her life. You have a lot of reason to be sad or frustrated?
I mean, frustrated because I work with a job that has to deal with people,
Oh, yeah.
specifically people who are doing very stupid things and getting themselves hurt.
True.
But I don't tend to be sad. I'm more of a. If I ever had to describe my general mood besides angry, it would just be neutral.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't tend to be happy, I don't tend to be sad. I'm just a little neutral.
How do you feel when we're hanging out?
I would say it's like neutral leaning towards positive.
I'll take it.
It's difficult to describe.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's why I don't know if you've seen it, but on Twitter sometimes I will do like a smiley face or a frowny face. It's kind of a homework I got from a therapist a long time ago to just,
Oh.
if I don't know what it is, but I can recognize it's negative or positive, just put like a little smiley there so I register it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you have
'Cause the
trouble with
whole-
emotions?
I have trouble identifying them. Most of my emotions are in 3 categories: negative, neutral, or positive. Actually getting into the nitty gritty and figuring out which one it is a lot harder. But a lot of autistic people struggle with that, so. What about you? Are you particularly good at it?
I think I'm pretty good at reading other people and reading myself.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think I told you over text, I feel a lot. Maybe too much sometimes.
I mean, there's positives and benefits to that.
Kind of opposites to each other there.
Just a little bit.
Nothing wrong, opposites attract.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of that also has to do with the fact that the main emotion I feel is anger. And that it has a tendency to overshadow anything else, you know?
Yeah.
But hey, I might have anger issues, but I'm pretty damn good at dealing with them.
Is this dust malleable?
I believe so, yes.
Have they shown you any sort of inner... How do I say this exactly? Deepness that makes them seem different than perhaps other people you've met?
They told me that they used to be prone to anger a lot when they were a child. And that they currently take medicine to control their anger.
Well, that's definitely gotta go.
Yep.
But you're already on the right track.
There's nothing more annoying than wanting to get shit done and you can't because other people just can't get it together for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
What
Sounds
about you?
frustrating.
Were you little straight A's or were you a little troublemaker?
I spent most of my high school years partying, so
No, I didn't do it. I avoided that one.
it's fun.
I mean, it's not the parties I had a problem with. It was the people at the parties.
Oh yeah, it could be a little insufferable, but you gotta just know, you gotta pick someone out in the crowd and feel them out. You gotta find the right person.
Yeah, see, I mean, the few parties I went with my, at the time, girlfriend. But I kind of feel like that might have made it worse, looking back
Oh?
at it. Let's just say, there's a reason I broke up with her.
Oh. On a, yeah, bad relationship.
Yes, and unfortunately, I did not realize it.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, sometimes you just really need a bright neon sign right in front of your face to realize that maybe the situation isn't that great.
Yeah. It's hard to see when you're blinded by love. You think, this is the person you
Yeah.
want to spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially because in my particular case, it wasn't like she was always a dick either.
Yeah. I don't think
Like,
they're ever always, awful. Usually it's nice at first and interspersed with moments of kindness and warmth. So you think
see,
that maybe it's
that's the funny part.
Oh?
She wasn't actually nice at first.
Hmm.
She was a right fucking asshole. But she was a right asshole who didn't let anyone treat me any worse than what she did.
Huh.
Which, in my eyes at the time, meant she was a good person because she was defending me. Not quite how that works, but I wasn't a very smart teenager.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's easy to get taken advantage of when you're young. You don't know everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dust, you know how I was talking the other day about, being interested in someone?
Yeah, I do. You
Oh,
ask them out?
well, I mean, I could.
Well, what's stopping you from doing it?
Nerves, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
But, I feel like I have a good chance. Do you want to go out with me?
Oh, so it was flirt. Okay, yep. I had to sit in a tow truck with my friend, with both of us trying to figure out whether any of the text she sent was flirting or just friendly.
I was trying.
Yeah, no, the problem is there's me who's a dumbass, and there's my friend who doesn't do relationships.
No.
But yeah, sure, I'm willing to give it a shot.
Oh, that's great. We could do that boat trip. I've never really gotten to hike up someplace with someone before.
There's a lot of spots you can hike in this city.
Yeah. Well, even before this city, no one ever went on a hike with me or did anything fun like this. I didn't have very good relationships before I came to this city.
I feel like most people didn't, which is why they ended up in this very interesting place.
Yeah.
Was it not good familial relationships or just relationships in general?
Romantic relationships. Just the one. It kind of left me isolated.
Yeah, it's pretty to isolate oneself.
I think I wanted to get out there and experience things, but she kept me kind of stuck, isolated, alone.
Yeah, that's the issue with true people. It's very easy for them to abuse the trust and end up isolating you from everything and everyone just because it benefits them.
Yeah. They use you and then gaslight you, make you think you did things you didn't do, constantly blame you for stuff, till you start to think maybe it is all your fault.
See, that's the point where I come out. It's one thing to be blamed for something, but like, hell am I taking responsibility for shit I didn't do?
Yeah. Sometimes someone says it so much you just believe it. I don't believe it anymore.
That's good.
It was hard to break out of.
I feel like shit like that always is. There's a difference between knowing something factually and knowing something emotionally.
That's true, but I need to stop looking at the past.
I mean, the best thing to be looking at is the present. You can't change the past, you can't plan the future. The only thing you can do is live in the now.
Well, the right now is pretty great. I don't think this will be something I can do just by manipulation alone. That is why the place you showed me would be helpful.
Time, patience, privacy, all the works. Listen, all I ask is that if you do this to them, like, I'm sorry, I'm just I'd almost want to be involved in the process of turning them.
Oh?
I don't want to overstep, obviously, but I have some experience in that area, I'm just saying.
Okay.
And if you really want them to obey you, there are ways to make it happen.
That is the goal.
But I don't mean them being able to just break out of your control like Veronica did. I'm talking full-on control until you turn the off switch. But I mean, that depends upon what exactly it is you're trying to do here.
Possibilities are endless.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the idea of dust completely under my control.
I just imagine, the thing is that they would have their autonomy, right? But they will always be on your side, no matter what. I don't know how far you want to go with it. I mean, again, this is up to you. But if I were to become involved in that way, it would be a little bit more permanent until you, like I said, turned it off.
And that would
Or they
be...
died, I guess.
That would be the best option. No room for errors.
So my process does involve sort of bringing out the innate capacity within a person. It is essentially you're kind of bringing to the surface the person that they really are underneath, the person that they hide, the person that they bury away. If this dust has an inkling towards specific thoughts, then yes, it is possible to get them on your level, so to speak. But you have to be sure, honestly, of that, because I can't guarantee that it's going to work if they aren't quote-unquote willing.
There are no guarantees.
There's
but
no... Yes. The irony is that in order for them to become unwilling, they must first be essentially willing.
I can keep them trapped long enough and then put myself as their savior, as their one comfort.
I've taught a few people how to do it. Traditionally speaking, I'm the only one who knows how to turn it off. But I can teach you how to turn it off. If it
There's
comes
no
down
need.
to that. There's no need, then okay.
I could just keep them under my control forever. Sounds like a pretty good deal.
It does.
I've grown kind of fond of them. Like a toy. Your favorite toy to play with.
It should be simple then, too. Because if you can take them and they trust you, you shouldn't even have to, grab them.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, is this Alessandra?
Mm-hmm. Who
Hey,
is this?
Alessandra. Hey, this is Phoenix. Perhaps you've heard of me.
I have heard of you.
Ha, wonderful. Good things, I hope. Good things.
I saw your little message the other day.
Yes,
Didn't get around to
yes.
calling you.
Yeah,
By the time I saw
noticed.
it, you were
gone from the lemon list.
Fair enough, to be honest. Fair enough. You know, me and you need to talk. We have a couple mutual friends I'd like to discuss. Veronica, Mason, you know,
Well,
some
that
pals
sounds
of ours.
suspicious.
Well, it's not too
You think I'd meet up with
Alessandra.
one of her friends?
Okay, Alessandra, I use the term friend very, very blanketly here because, to be honest with you, Alessandra, I
I go by Casey.
Casey, Casey, good, lovely. It's actually a great nickname, Casey. I fucking can't stand Veronica Westfield.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I have been desperately looking for a way to get back at her for stealing the love of my life,
She stole the love of your life?
Mason Calloway.
Huh.
Yeah. So, I think we have a lot in common. I'd like to discuss.
How can I know that I can trust you? That you're not just one of her friends trying to lure me out?
Call Veronica. Ask her about me. See what happens.
Okay. I'll do that. Hello.
Oh, wow. You did answer the phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's surprising. Have a nice chat with Phoenix.
Oh. Maybe.
What did you tell him?
Why do you want to know? Is he a friend of yours?
He's no friend of mine.
What is he to you, then?
None of your fucking business, bitch. So, is he just another one you're going to try to snare in your little web of lies there, Casey?
Web of lies. Sure.
Yeah. Gee, I don't know. Everything you do is a manipulation tactic, Casey.
Maybe that's what you like to think.
What I like to think. Right. Because you killing anyone that so much as looked at me weird, and by weird, I mean like they had an interest in me while you were off, I don't know, sleeping with whoever the fuck you wanted.
You're mine.
I'm not yours.
No one else gets to have you.
I'm not yours.
Thanks for confirming what I need to know.
What's that?
I have it on good authority that you're no friends of Veronica's.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't call us friends. Enemies might be a more appropriate word, to be honest.
All right. Where would you like to meet up?
Tell you what, why don't you pick the spots? So, I'd love to know a little bit more about what happened between you and Veronica.
How much do you know?
I know that you two were very close at one point. I know that she detests you now. I know that Mason has warned me on several occasions to not speak with you, to never, talk to you, etc., etc.
And yet here you are.
Well, Mason has had his own slew of bad decisions lately that I feel like I'm owed at least a couple.
Yeah. Don't worry. The only person I want to hurt is Veronica.
On that, we can agree. No, why? I want to know why.
We were married.
Oh, fucking way.
Mm-hmm. Childhood sweethearts. I loved her.
Yeah.
I cared for her. I did everything for her. And yet, it wasn't enough.
She left you.
No, she didn't just leave me.
What did she do?
She got up on stand in court and testified against me for murder.
What the fuck? But murder.
Murder.
Hey, if this is your wife.
Yes. And then she scurried away under witness protection. After everything she did, she just thought she could leave it all behind. You don't know how many people she's killed.
So she sold you out to save her own miserable life.
Exactly. She got away scot-free. No consequences for the lives she snuffed out. Meanwhile, I got to rot in a prison cell.
That is beyond fucked.
It is.
Look, I always knew, okay, that she was bad news. Okay, because I got that vibe from her the first time I met her, right? And I tried warning Mason time and time again, but he just wouldn't listen to anything I had to say about her. He was just so in love with her. He was miserable.
That's what she does. Makes people fall in love with her, uses them, manipulates them.
She can't keep getting away with this. You must have a plan, right? Tell me you have a plan, some way we can stop her.
Of course I do.
Okay. What is it?
You think I would tell you after one meeting?
No, fuck, sorry. I'm just worked up. Okay, you're right. I appreciate you meeting with me to begin with. Look, Mason is my best friend, okay? I've known him for most of my life. And we had a pretty big fight too. And I was the one in the wrong. And I did everything I could to try and patch it up with him. But now he won't even look at me the same way. All he cares about is Veronica. And I've told him this to his face time and time again. And, you know, I love him. But it's not enough.
It's
not enough for
touching.
him.
It's not enough.
No.
You know,
What she's giving him is better.
sometimes the people that you care about the most betray you. I know what that's like. I know where you've been. I know where you are.
Yeah. Okay, look, Casey, I promise. Okay, let me earn your trust. Because I need a friend in this. And I don't have one. And I want to help you. As
I
much as
feel
I
like
wanna
I
help
can
myself.
trust you right now. You've shown me nothing but honesty.
I promise I'm a pretty easy to read guy, okay? I don't like to hide a lot. Pretty upfront.
I can tell. You wear your emotions on your sleeve.
For better or for worse.
What do you want done to Veronica? How would you get back at her?
Look, I'm probably not as clever or creative. I'm honestly just seeing kind of red recently after what Mason did. If it were up to me right now, I'd want her dead. But I'm sure that that's
Death is easy.
too simple. Yeah. I want to separate her and Mason. That's a big thing I want. One way or another.
Well, in the end, death would do that.
Yeah.
I certainly don't intend on keeping her alive.
Okay. Okay, good. Good, because it's the only way she can't hurt anyone else. She can't take anything else from anybody.
And then what would you do with Mason?
I mean, I just want him to be free from her. Even if it hurts him. I know it'll be better for him.
And then would he be with you?
I mean, maybe.
Hmm. Break him enough, and he'll want any scrap of affection.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Take everything from him.
Yes. Yes, that's what we have to do. I will do whatever you want me to, okay? I have connections. I can get us supplies. I can get us whatever we need. As long as you promise me that we'll get rid of Veronica.
I promise.
Okay. All right. Look, you have my number, okay?
I do. You have mine.
We'll be in touch.
We will. Hello?
Oh, I didn't think you'd answer.
Well, why wouldn't I? You know, I love hearing your voice.
I wish I could say the same.
You know, you keep calling me. Makes me think you miss me.
No, trying to figure you out. You know you did it to yourself.
I did not.
Really?
No.
So, all the lies, all the manipulation. You didn't think at some point I'd fight back? You didn't think that at some point I'd get tired of being your little plaything?
What's your way of viewing it?
You ruined my life.
I gave you a life.
Yeah, full of nightmares and awful, awful things. You took it from me.
I gave you my love. I gave
Is
you
that
my
is
care.
that what you call it?
Yes. I loved you.
That's not what love is, Casey. Love isn't forcing someone to be your Barbie doll. It's not making them do awful things to keep them in place.
I think that's what you tell yourself now. But at the time, I think it allowed you to be free.
Free? You think that made me free?
I do. I think there is a large part of you that very much liked it.
No.
And you're scared of that part.
No. I don't take joy in hurting people, not like you do. You're a monster, you know that, right?
Takes one to know one.
I'm no monster.
Your body count says otherwise.
You mean the body count that I had no choice in?
You could have chosen to die.
Nobody wants to die, Alessandra.
So that makes killing that many more people acceptable?
It doesn't make it acceptable, no. But if it's me or them, I'm not gonna let myself.
Some might say that's pretty selfish. You put your own life above all those other people.
I did what I had to do to survive.
And they all died.
Yeah, that's your body count, Casey. Because you couldn't stand the idea of me with anybody else.
Still can't. You're still mine.
I'm not, though.
You always will be.
No, I won't. I haven't been yours in a very long time. See, I know what love actually is, Casey, and that's
With
something you're
Mason?
never gonna know. Yeah, with Mason.
Hmm.
I know what it's like to be loved. I know what it's like to love, and that's something you don't know.
I think I know it more than you expect.
No. What you know is a bastardized version of it. That's not love, Casey. That's obsession.
What's the difference?
There's a big fucking difference.
Loving someone with all your heart, not ever wanting to let them go?
That's not love, Casey.
Hmm.
That's the furthest thing from it. I don't think you have the capacity to love.
I think I do.
You're a narcissistic, manipulative bitch. Everything about our relationship was orchestrated before I even knew who you were.
Isn't that romantic?
No,
I chose you. I loved you.
you didn't love me.
I chose you because you were better than all the rest. I wanted you.
Do you not hear how fucked that sounds?
Sounds very romantic.
That's not romantic, that's terrifying.
I'll see you soon, Tegan. Love
Don't
you.
fucking call me that. Fuck you.
And just like that, all the pawns are finally in motion. All that's left to do is give them a little nudge. Hey.
Oh,
Did you want to hang out?
sure, we can do.
I've got a good idea for what to do. I think you'll like it. It's good to see your face. It's a little beat up. It's fine.
It's fine. As long as it's not smoking.
That it's not. So I am going to look for a farm. Want us to see some animals. Let me park here. You can go pet the cows. I forgot to do my makeup. I'll fix it up. Sorry about that.
Oh, the cow.
I smudged my makeup and I needed to redo it.
I mean, fair.
I don't want to be...
That
Oh.
cow let me pet it, and then it moved away again, so I just followed.
You're adorable.
Hey, it didn't. No, it wasn't aggressive. It was just moving around, so I might
Yeah.
as well follow.
Yeah, just follow.
I mean, there's quite a lot of them. Oh wow, it's really just going all around us. Yes,
Yeah.
we hear you.
Yeah, they are loud.
They're cute, but
They
yes,
are.
they are incredibly loud.
Well, you know what's cuter?
A pig.
No, you!
I stand by my answer.
I'm trying to set up a softball here.
I mean, I knew what you were gonna say. I just thought it would be funnier to say pig
Yeah.
because they are cute.
Yeah.
I think they might be a little more free range than most cows are supposed to be.
Maybe it makes for better milk.
Maybe. I mean, that also depends. Yeah, are they milk cows or are they meat cows?
I mean, I saw
'Cause
horns, so
they're big cows,
yeah.
and a lot of the time, the bigger they are, the more likely they are to be meat cows and
Yeah.
not dairy cows. I mean, just look at this big cow.
It's big, but it could
You-
be
you
like
did-
pregnant.
You did not need to turn towards me when I called you that. Could you not? Like I'm trying to talk behind your back, not to your face. Yes, thank you.
Can't believe you called her a
I
big
mean,
cow.
They're big cows, and they still have their horns, which is an unusual choice.
Yeah. How do cows
Yeah, I mean-
sleep? Do they lay down? You never see them sleeping.
I think so. I don't think they're like horses. I do think they lay down.
Have you ever seen a horse lay down?
Stand.
Oh. Hello? Can we help you?
Dust, I need you to get in the car right now.
Hey,
Get in the car, ma'am.
Okay.
Back the fuck up.
No,
Back the fuck up.
you can take me. You can take me. Don't take Dust.
Yeah, no chance. No chance in hell. Get in the
I
fucking car.
understand.
Dust.
Get in the car. Now get the fuck away.
Okay.
And don't tell anybody what you fucking saw. You understand?
Yeah. I'll do something.
You're a hard person to find, Dust.
Not really.
You know why I'm doing this?
No, I don't.
Not a clue, huh?
Nope. If I was on duty, it would explain a little more, but not.
Don't worry. It's all gonna make sense. See, you've been messing around with some stuff you shouldn't have, and well, there's consequences for your actions. This is just one of them.
And what have I been messing around with?
I'll let the person I'm working for explain that to you.
Time for the show to begin. Good luck, Veronica.
So what did I do to piss you off?
Hey, Doc.
Holy shit!
She's. I think she's hungry. Her
I'll get
stomach
out of
was
the way.
rumbling.
Let's just say that I was not particularly happy that you.
No! No! Oh? No?
You've been around.
Nice one! Nice one, bud! Nice one! She definitely crashed. Fuck.
Hello.
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 Is the psychiatrist around?
I
You
haven't
can
seen a
check the dilemma.
psychiatrist.
What is it?
Even with that comment.